PPT that I generated from the Tableau. This is a very simple example that I provided you. There could be very complex examples and complex projects that we may have to work upon. But having said that, so this is just one part of that. Likewise, if you say that you want to have, this is what, that's a average turnover, right? Let's take number of securities traded in columns. Okay. So what does it show us? Well, it shows us the number of securities traded against the average turnover. And in the columns, if you also say that number of trades, then your overall slide presentation will vary and change accordingly. But again, this goes into the how you work on the worksheet. So how the worksheet, how the data visualizations are picked or decided upon. So again, coming back on file, you can click on show start page. Suppose what happens here when you show on the start, when you click on show start page, this is what will show up. Now again, on the start page itself, okay, if I click on let's select on more, and these are the additional file formats. If I just showed you all that we have imported a statistical file. So likewise, if you want to open an MS Access format, which is also database, Microsoft's database, you select this format and then you can import such a file or open such a file accordingly. Similar to that, you can also click on the different server types. Now, these are the long list of servers that they have provided us with. We have Oracle, we have Teradata, and we have Google Analytics, Amazon servers, and it's quite a big list. It's quite a list. SQL, Salesforce. So these are the different servers, and once obviously you need to have some of these servers installed beforehand for you to, and the Tableau should be configured for us to be able to extract data from that particular server. So that all goes into a different module, but this is just out here to show you all. So right, let's close this window. That window is closed now, and that worksheet is also closed. I click on file again here. I can share this. Okay, so I need to provide any random file. So let's write 192.168.1.85 suppose, and I click connect. Now we don't have, not all the data would be prepared to accept it. So, but this is how you will be able to share the data. Now we don't have any such. Yeah, see, now it is showing us an error message because we have not set it up for any data transfer to that particular server. I'll close this window and cancel this. Thereafter, we click on import workbook. So there would already be a workbook that has already been created. Okay. Suppose, no, we have not created any Tableau package workbook. Is there any? Okay, we don't have any Tableau workbooks either that we have created. Once we have created, in next set of tutorials, we'll be able to directly import those as Tableau workbooks. Followed by page setup, print to PDF. Now these are some of the regular formats that you'll come across, but let's click on page setup. What do we see here? So out here they've given you the layout, which kind of layout you all intend to have. You can modify, or you can format it to your requirements. And then they have provided the printer setting. Now these are the normal printer settings for portrait and landscape formatting. So that is okay. So you can just click OK here. And there is a print to PDF format also. So we can have the entire sheet out here that we can save it as a paper sized format, or whichever format you want here. You can view the PDF after printing, and also it will also show us the selections. You can do the range. I mean, you can do it for any active sheet, or you can do it for the entire workbook in a portrait or landscape format. So that is another thing. Let's cancel that. Workbook locale and repository location. If I click on repository location, it will tell us where is the My Tableau repository. So from there also you can select a folder, and then you can import the data if you want. Let's cancel that. With this, I have covered your file as to a file menu typically. Let's click on data. So we click on what are the different types of data source. That is the only most important and prioritizable. So out here we can see that when we search for data, the data that we see here, they are of two types. It is connected to a file. We search for the data on the Tableau server, and now we do not have a dedicated Tableau server that we've created, so we can't import it from the Tableau server itself. But When I click on new data source, these are the different file formats that it will connect to for importing the file. So if I click on MS Excel, the extension will have to be with these are the extensions that it will support. If I click on serve on text file, these are the different text formats that it should support. .txt, .tab, .tsv, .csv. So these are the formats it will support. If I go on the PDF file, so that will be PDF format. Well, let's see if we have any PDF formats here. I doubt we might have them. No, we don't have any PDF formats. But okay, when we are going through additional courses at advanced or like in levels or even in the current intermediate level, we'll see if we can import any PDF format file, and then if it's possible, we might even be able to edit it. Followed by which other format? Yeah, we have the special file. We have the statistical file. These are the additional file formats: TWB, data extract format, local cube format. So there is a whole gamut of different file types that you can import in Tableau. So that makes it more interesting from the data visualizations software perspective, which means it can work and process towards any kind of files that are available on the technology front. Of course, when we go onto the server, you can click on Microsoft SQL, MySQL, Amazon Redshift. You can connect it to Athena, Aurora, and it's a long list: Cloudera, Hadoop. Yeah, it also has MapR, Hadoop Hive. Now, these are the different MongoDBs also here. Yeah, and we have Oracle, Salesforce, SAP, SharePoint. Obviously, these are familiar names. Yeah, see Microsoft Analysis Services. Yeah, these are the additional connectors. Obviously, these have to be integrated with, they need to be integrated with the Tableau software. But as far as file and data is concerned, we'll subsequently pick the worksheet dashboard and the remaining set of file menus. And then we'll go thereafter. And how do we go into the data visualizations of that?